Hey guys, why so serious here? So I wanted to talk about wormholes real quick because a lot of my friends have been like struggling with the PvE content of wormhole. So I wanted to make like a quick summary or guide about it. So wormhole, you can select it here in the adventures tab under the challenges. So it's over here. So this is a PvE content and it's done in solo and it resets every 5 days. So it's similar to like Bygone Phantasm, where there's multiple levels or floors that you climb up, and each floor is much harder than the last one. So if you go here, you can see that this is the first floor, and we have the second, the third, the fourth, and all the way up to 8 floors. Each set has 8 floors to them, and the fourth and the eighth one will have a boss fight inside. So before jumping into the wormhole, I would suggest checking out the weak points for most of the mobs here. So as you can see for today's target weak points, we have Vault Vulnerability and Flame Vulnerability, which increases flame and bolt damage to enemies by 50%. So this is very important to equip certain weapons, let's say like King, Samir, Nemesis, so that you can deal the most damage while inside the wormhole. So also, while inside, you will also gain these buffs that certain elite enemies, specifically the ones with the shield, they will drop these buffs. So as you can see, there's multiple buffs around here. There's for HP, there's buffs that grant physical reduction, attack, crit rate, stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you guys what's like inside. So let's just jump in. All right, so we're in the wormhole, the solo challenge. So there's a little bit of information right off the screen. So while inside, all healing effects are reduced by 80%, and you can see the buffs that it's giving us: bolt damage and flame damage to enemies by 50%. So in order to ascend or move on to the next stage, you'll have to gain this rift energy. You can see here at the top right, or top left of the screen, sorry. It says progress 0%. So if I kill a certain enemy, you'll see that I gain 2% rift energy. So in order to move past the current floor, you'll have to kill a certain amount of enemies. Normal mobs will give about like 1 or 2%, while elite mobs will give about 15%, I'm not sure, or 20%. Okay. So as you can see, there's a little buff here called a challenge time. This will increase the duration of the floor by 30 seconds. So you can grab those to run out of time. Alright, so here's a great example of an elite enemy. Alright, so I killed that elite enemy and it dropped a buff. It's similar to the ones you see on Void Rips. It's called the Blessing Rune here. Let me just kill this one. Okay, they pick it up and you get these numbers of buffs. Now, a lot of people are making the mistake that they just leave it there. And I understand that because I did that when I first went into the wormhole. Because I thought once you get that buff, you get all 3 of these. But no, remember, you need to select one of these buffs. These are the choices that you are given once you pick up a blessing rune. So you can choose either one of these 3. So I'll go for the overclocking program. And now you will see it here on your buffs. Or you can check it here. See, I have 1 stack of overclocking. Now, if you hover or click to one of these buffs, you'll gain more information. So, like this one, for example, overclocking program. Attack is increased by 180 upon 4 or 8 stacks plus 20% damage suffered and gained, or 40 and 60 damage boost. So, if you get 4 stacks of these, you'll get 20% damage. You get more damage from enemies by 20%, but you will get a 40 or 60% damage boost, depending if you have 4 or 8 stacks. Each buff have different effects depending if you have 4 or 8 stacks of it. So, for my opinion, I would mostly go for offensive buffs rather than these defensive ones, the ones that grant HP, like flame damage reduction, physical damage reduction. As long as you're comfortable with dodging, you know when to land your discharge and weapon skills, you should be fine. Okay, one other thing. Normal mobs will sometimes drop these red orbs called regen orbs, so you can use this to gain health. If you're low in health, I suggest you try and take out like the small mobs, like these ones that will drop the regen orb. Alright, so now we reach the level 4 of the wormhole, so this is a boss area. So I can see there's a boss, so I retain all of my buffs, and let's see how it goes. Good. Touch that. There we go. Alright. So, once you finish like all of the 8 floors, you will get an additional reward in the shop. So let me just show you that real quick. Okay. So once you finish all of the 8 floors over here, you can go to the shop and actually claim. Wait, where is it? I'm sorry. Oh, it's over here. Okay, so you can click this to get to the rewards section, which is in the shop section. So you get these Wormhole Supply Box once you finish the 8 floors. These will be free once you finish like a set 8 floors, and you can get a total of 3 since there's 24 total floors in each section of the wormhole. So yeah, don't forget to get this. It contains like pretty good rewards. It contains proof of purchase, some upgrade materials, gold, some advancements. So as you can see here, once I get to 32 cumulative points in the wormhole, I can get this box for free. So it'll give me gold nucleus, some weapon batteries, some matrix data pack, some gold. So that is it for this quick summary and guide for wormholes. I hope this video will help a lot of wanderers out there who are struggling with this type of content. And yeah, I will see you all again next time. GG's.